Hi, this is Bridget Cheatham. Welcome to my YouTube channel. There's been a lot of confusion about the two different mats that are put out by Brother. One is for the DX and one is for the CM, and people keep buying the wrong one for their machine. So I thought I would show you a little more information as the difference between the two mats. The DX mat has this white label with a blue stripe across the top for their marketing label. The CM mat can have a purple and blue label across the top. It also can have a label down the side. And I also found this, which looks similar to the DX mat. And maybe that's where a lot of the confusion is coming from. So today I'm going to show you the difference between the two mats and hopefully eliminate any confusion so you make the correct purchase for your machine. So I'll take this label off. Now the DX mat is shipped upside down, so I'm going to take this label off and rotate it so we have top to top and bottom to bottom. So across the top of the CM mat we've got two dots, some squares, a black triangle, and repeated with the dots and the squares. Across the DX mat we've got a couple squares, a purple triangle, and another square. Back on the CM mat we have a partial black striped rectangle with the word Brother, followed by some squares and rectangles on the side. The DX Max does not have the rectangle, but it has squares and rectangles underneath the purple triangle, and it has dots every 2 inches across the top of the mat. So if we look at the top of the mat, make them similar, line them up, the DX mat is a little bit longer than the CM mat, which is interesting. Anyway, across the top, it's numbered 0 through 12 with the label 12 inches at the top. The DX mat is the same, 0 through 12 with 12 inches at the top. Down the left-hand side, it's very similar, actually the same, 0 through 12 with the 12-inch label at the bottom. And on the DX mat, 0 through 12 with the 12-inch label at the bottom. Let me put these on so we keep track of which mats we're talking about. On the CM mat, on the right-hand side, this is where things get a little different. On the CM mat, it's labeled 12 with the label 12-inch down to 0. On the DX mat, it's 0 through 12. Across the bottom of the mat, the CM mat has 12 through 0 with the numbers are upside down, and it's got a 12-inch label. On the DX mat, it's 0 through 12 with 12-inch at the label here, and the numbers are correct. At the bottom of the CM mat we have the triangles and rectangles just right underneath the numbers. The DX mat has the dots with the rectangles and squares across the bottom. The CM mat has a smaller purple area banner across the front, and it says ScanNCut, Design and Cut, and it has 8 squares that say standard mat. The DX mat, it's a much bigger, wider banner. It just says Brother, and it has 8 squares that stand for standard tack adhesive mat. At the bottom of the CM mat we have 2 dots, squares, a black triangle, and the squares and the dots. The DX mat has no other labels. It does have the triangle, the diamond hole, and it has the CADX mat standard 12 at the bottom. The CM mat has a series of dots on the left hand side and the right hand side, and the DX mat has the same. These I think are manufacturing locations and dates and things like that. So the DX mat has, as I said, the label down here. It's CADX MAT STD12. The CM mat has CA MAT SD12. So the big thing is this has a DX and this doesn't. Same thing. So I hope this has helped solve any confusion with which mat you should buy. And hopefully you'll be purchasing the same mat that's for your machine. Thank you for stopping by and have a great day.